Good morning, YouTube, and Fat Cat Collections back at you today with another fragrance review. And this one here is by the house of Alyssa Ashley. This fragrance I just wanted to review because this fragrance has been in my life as long as I can remember. And this is the signature scent of my mother. And my mom wears this, is the only fragrance she's ever wore, is the only fragrance she will ever wear. And this, when I smell this, just reminds me of Mom. Nobody else I've ever met has worn this, and I absolutely love this fragrance. For me, it's very, very sentimental because it's Mom, you know? So, but what was interesting is once I started to get involved in fragrances and collecting fragrances, I never really realized that this was a unisex fragrance. Now, I have never worn this yet, but my mom had a little bottle left over with a little bit left in there. And I'm going to buy her another bottle, hopefully pretty soon here, because she's starting to get low. But this is, like I said, all she's ever worn, and I never knew that this was a unisex fragrance until I actually really looked at the bottle, and you could see the male and female symbols intertwined. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it and what I smell, and of course, naturally, I'm not even going to tell you whether I like it or not. I love it because my mother wears it. So I am going to be very partial to loving this fragrance for that reason. So where my other ones, I'm a little more honest on whether I do like them or don't like them or would buy them or wouldn't buy them. This I'll always have because this is just Mom. So, and I'm glad I have it because whenever I want to when I think of Mom, that's Mom right there. But this fragrance is extremely really light, and this is why my mother loves this fragrance. Is because this is a very, very light, not offensive, very, very fresh, powdery smelling fragrance. And I'm going to try wearing it one of these days, but I just don't think it's going to work too well because it is my mother, and it's kind of, I don't know if I necessarily want to intertwine those, you know what I mean? This reminds me of Mom, so I don't necessarily want it to remind me of me, you know? So let me just tell you a little bit about it. I wanted to review it because I don't know if a lot of people have reviewed it, and I think any fragrance is worth reviewing. You can always learn something by listening to somebody's opinion, as long as they're not being offensive, of course. So this one is a very, very old fragrance. Alyssa Ashley came out with Musk back in 1969, okay? And obviously they've changed. It's been reformulated a little bit, and I'm sure it's changed over the years a little more, but this is still produced to this day. You can still find this in your Rite Aid, your Walmarts. This is sold everywhere, and it's probably a very, very popular fragrance, or you wouldn't continue to keep seeing it everywhere. The notes, this top notes are going to be bergamot. This is probably why I love this so much too. It's got rose in it. Middle notes are rose, ylang ylang, if I'm saying that correctly, geranium, and of course jasmine. Your base notes are going to be tonka bean, oak moss, iris, and musk. Now again, all these notes you'll find in other colognes, other perfumes, and so when I smell this, I don't necessarily get a woody fragrance out of this. What I do get is a very, very light, fresh, powdery vibe, and you can definitely smell a little bit of that rose and a little bit of the geranium. So it's a very, very light, not like a flower bomb at all where you have a heavy boom of flowers. This is, like I said, a very, very light, non-offensive, just calming smelling juice. And again, I am very particular to this juice because my mother wears it. And of course, I am very biased because I love it because she wears it. So it's not really a fair representation, but let me tell you, it's definitely a nice smelling, very calming smelling fragrance. And the best way I can describe it to you is you have, like I said, a little bit of flower, that rose note is prominent, and of course that very powdery musk vibe. It's a great scent. I'll probably try wearing it one of these days just to see what it does on a male. I've never smelled it on a male before, but it is a fantastic juice. I just wanted to throw a quick review out there about it because I don't know if anybody has done a review on it, but if you like a very, very light smelling powdery rose scent with the musk, of course, this is the juice for you. So thank you so much for watching, folks, and as always, have a wonderful day.